Okay, it's connected. And let me post the link for anyone to join us. And we'll go ahead and get started, y'all. Sweet. Awesome. Well, hello again, everybody. My name is Brandon LeBlanc. And I'm going to share my screen with y'all right quick. Awesome. Welcome in, everybody. In the comments, if you'd like, on Facebook, wherever you are, just drop where you're from. We got, well, actually, never mind. I know where everybody's from. Zippy from Gilbert and Patrick from Florida. Love it. So let's go ahead and get started again. I'm Brandon LeBlanc. I am a party rental business growth strategist with EventHawk, and I am super excited to be here with all of y'all and teach you guys a little bit more about our EventHawk marketing system. So let's stop the PowerPoint because it's all about this, what we're here for, learning how to do a little bit more email marketing. I'm excited to show you guys just how you can spend not even an hour through the EventHawk system, and you can set up an email marketing campaign that'll send out to any or all of your customers if that's what you choose. So let's go ahead and get started. So you're on your EventHawk page, right? You've logged in to EventHawk, and this is, you know, sort of your view. We're on the demo account, right? The conversations are at 0. Awesome. Everyone's been responded to. Right here on the left-hand side, right, you see all the features. And at the very top, you see email marketing. You want to click it. You're going to get this page. And then up here where it says emails, and a little drop-down menu that says campaigns. I'm going to go ahead and click that. So these are the campaigns that are currently set up for this account, right? But what you want to do, since you want to start a brand new email campaign, you hit upper right-hand corner right here, create campaign. And then this is where you start. You can search a template if you want, but I'm a big fan of just starting from scratch, right? So we're going to call this the EventHawk Demo Webinar Campaign. And that's how you up here, you edit the top, and then you'll see right here where it says blank. There's a little green check mark off to the right-hand side. You want to select that. And then that will say, how do you want to start your experience? In designer mode. Designer mode is the way to go. Awesome. So here is your new email campaign, right? And from here, you can actually start dragging and dropping. Best part about it, right? So let's say you want to have a pre-built template, text and images. You just drag it, drop it right there. You can start typing, add your image from your computer, whatever it is you like. Let's say you want to add more text, just drag it right there. Then we want to add your logo actually at the very top, right? And it's so much fun. I was playing around with this a little bit earlier today, and I was playing around with it a bit yesterday. There is so much stuff that you can drag and drop into here, right? One of the biggest things, though, that we advise is not having too many photos, right? At that point, when you have just a whole bunch of images and photos, the email you're sending out turns a little like ad-like, and people will probably click on it less or click through it less, right? So Tariq, his biggest thing, he just loves putting words to the email, right? So he gets rid of all this, right? He might use one photo or a logo, right? But for the most part, he just does text. He drags and drops text, and then he starts writing, right? Or you can start from scratch up here. And you're probably asking, what am I going to fill this email with? Well, let me tell you, your new best friend, if you haven't heard of it already, Chat GPT. Honestly, I'm a former high school teacher. So Chat GPT and all this AI technology, in my opinion, when I was teaching, it was considered like the cheating aspect of things. But now that I'm in the business world of things, it is literally my best friend. Absolutely. Chat GPT is truly amazing because you can prompt it. You can ask it a full paragraph question and it can help you actually create stuff for you. So I like Chat GPT just for ideas, right? So coolest thing, write a promotional email, right? And I just put a website into it. Now you're probably wondering, what is this website? Well, let me show you. This is bouncemyhouserentals.com. This is Tariq's party rental business, right? And it's literally just this website. And it's all we have to put in Chat GPT and we hit enter. And then boom, it has a subject line, dear recipient's name, and it just starts to go, right? It can automatically create stuff. And if I don't like this one, I can just say, hey, please make me another one. I always like to say please, because when the robots take over the world, I want them to know I was nice to them, right? But again, look at this email. Wow. And it even had included his website at the bottom there, right? And you can do this for your website too, right? All you have to do is create a Chat GPT account. They're free, right? And you go and you just type this simple little prompt in, one line, write a promotional email. Now, maybe I want to switch things up. Write a promotional Halloween email, right? Ooh, spooky season's coming up, right? Maybe all the schools are just starting. So now it has emojis and it's all Halloween themed. But maybe you're thinking, man, these emails are great, but maybe they're a little too long. So I just say, write it short. Again, I always like to use please, thank you, right? But boom. Subject, beautiful Halloween inflatables awaiting you at Bounce My House. Ha ha ha. That I just love puns. Sorry. So then you can just copy and paste, right? Go back to Event Hawk and just paste it in, right? And of course, you can switch things up. Dear recipient's name, of all this great information. You can see what it looks like from the computer, phone, any of that. You can edit the text. Yeah. And again, Chat GPT, y'all, super, super phenomenal resource. If you haven't played around with it already, I recommend just playing around with it, asking it questions, right? I literally gave it nothing. I gave it a one-line sentence. You can feed it a full paragraph and it will come out with a more specific email if that's what you like, right? So again, ChatGPT, my best friend. So anyway, moving forward, let's say you love this email. You're like, yes, ChatGPT really helped me out. What I like to do is save it. And then I like to test it. Well, first you can preview it, right? This is what it's going to look like on the desktop. This is what it look like on a tablet. And this is what it'll look like on a phone, right? And this is one of the most important views. Why? Most people are just opening up and reading emails from their phone, right? So mobile view is always important. So that's what it looks like. And then you want to send a test email to yourself, right? I'll just do, and we'll send it to myself. Here's my email. Anyone feel free to email me. I will respond and send test email. Right now, when I receive this email and I look at it, I double check it. I'm like, okay, actually, I don't like the logo right here, and I want to change this up, or I want to start over. Then I come back in here and I can edit it. And again, best part, everything here is editable, right? From width, length, all of it. So look, you get here. Your email is perfect. You're ready to send it out. Top right-hand corner, blue button. Now, there are a few options that you can do when sending out your mass email. First, you can send it out right away. So it's 9 a.m. on a Wednesday, right? It's midweek. It might be a good time to send an email to everybody, right? People are checking their emails, their phones, whatever it may be. Or maybe it's like 1 a.m. your time, and you're like, maybe right now isn't really the best time to send the email. You can schedule it for any date, and anytime, right? And this is where you will really want to start working on your split testing, right? And what is the split testing? It's like just checking what works and what doesn't, what times work, what subject lines work, what data works, what keywords work better than other keywords. Does sending it on a Wednesday at 10 a.m. differ from sending it on a Monday at 11 p.m., right? Or whatever it may be, right? So you can play around, check, see what gets more, views, clicks, whatever it may be. And then when you're ready and you know what day and time you want to schedule it out, you go over here and you start filling out this information. So this is who it's being sent from. So this is, I'll put in my email because we're sending it from my email. And this would be your business email, right? So you would put your business email right here. Your name is optional, but it's a good touch, right? Especially if the email is being sent out to all your customers. You can say from the you're the CEO. So, and then as you can see, there's a few more options. This is where what I really wanted to get into. My favorite part right here. Subject line and preview text line. So this is actually what the people are going to see, like a little preview, especially when they're on their phone before they even open the email, right? So you would want this to be attention grabbing because you would want people to read this and say, oh, I got to open this email and read more, right? So when you're ready to send your email out, here is where you can select who you want it to go to. So if you look, these are some of the contacts that are in the Event Hawk demo, right? Let's just say I want to send to all of them. Right here, I just click all contacts. That's it. And then it says right here, all 6 of my contacts were selected. Now, if you have more and you have 200 contacts, then you just hit the all contacts button and all 200 are selected. And especially if you're sending a mass email, right? You can set one of these up for every month. You can set one up for Halloween. You can set one up for Christmas, Thanksgiving. You can set one up for New Year's Eve, right? For the 4th of July. And you can do it all today, right? You spend the next 2-3 hours going through Event Hawk, creating the emails and scheduling them to be sent out at specific dates and time, right? And I like this right here, the send to smart list. This is cool. So in Event Hawk, you are able to create different lists of different customers that do different things, right? Like you can have a list for schools. You can have a list for, moms. You can have a list for government contracts. You can have a list for sporting events, whatever it may be, right? You can categorize your list and you can send specific emails to certain groups of people, right? Like if school's starting, right? It's back to school season. Then you can schedule a email to send to all schools that are starting up. Hey, we're here, if you need a bounce house, we're having a fall special for any back to school gatherings, right? Market to them directly. And you can choose from a tag, right? So when you're on Event Hawk and you're on customers, you can tag them for different things, right? So like every customer can be tagged separately and you can search which tags you want to use, right? Like Christmas, right? 17 hats. I don't know what type of tag that is, but maybe that person has hats. Who knows, right? But you can choose from the tags and schedule to send it out then. So we're just going to choose all contacts, right? Subject line, we'll call it, I like what did Chat GPT have the subject line as? Boo tip for Halloween. I love it. So funny. Go back here, paste it, and then you can hit schedule. And then once you hit this button, the email will get scheduled to be sent out to all the people at the date and time you chose. And that is pretty much it when it comes to building an email and sending it out, right? This is probably where you're going to spend most of your time, is actually like in the content section of it, creating it. To add stuff, you just hit add, right? And then these are different layouts, right? So if you want to add this layout, you can drop content there, right? You can have a shopping cart, YouTube video. So if you want to show your customers a brand new bounce house that you just, collected, and throw that video into the email and let them look. Well, with that said, I got 3 more things to tell you before I let everybody go or start asking questions. Just little tips and tricks of email marketing, right? So I just went over, the advanced feature on EventHawk and how you can set up your email marketing and how you can use Chat GPT, right? And here are 3 tips on just email marketing in general, right? So disclaimer, right? I am not an email marketing master. I just have the tips and tricks for anyone trying to further their email marketing a little bit more with EventHawk. Number 1, compelling subject lines, right? This is a big one. The significance of crafting a attention grabbing subject line, right? A well crafted subject line can entice people to open their email. True that, right? You want to avoid spammy or clickbait really subject lines because they can harm your reputation, right? So if you have a whole bunch of spam like subject lines, personally, I might not click on it. But if it made me laugh, like something that said beautiful Halloween inflatables, I might be more inclined to just open that email just because it made me laugh, right? Little things like that just make me open things, right? So that's number 1. Have those compelling subject lines. That is going to be one of the first things that people read when looking at your email. So you want to have that attention grabbing. Number 2, segment your email list. If you haven't already, right? Based on the customer's behavior, demographics, groups, whatever it is, break them up, right? Know who your customers are and know just kind of, where they live, depending on, are they farther out? Would they need more time for delivery? Are they closer? Do they have, school age children, whatever it may be, right? Is there a birthday party coming up, right? You can segment your email list. So this way you can target certain individuals, especially at certain times, right? Like if like a person one of your customers lives in a certain area where it gets hot, then you can email market them a bouncy or a water slide, right? And be like, oh yeah, that's a great idea, right? Even though you thought of it, they're going to buy it. And then finally, mobile optimization. I said this earlier, right? But you really want to have it mobile friendly, right? And you can view it on the EventHawk template, but because again, most people are reading their emails through their phone. I know I am. I know I have my email open on my computer, but I would say like 70% of the time, I'm reading my emails on my phone as they pop up because they pop up, right? They pop up as a notification on my phone. And if it's an interesting, subject line, I might be more inclined to click on it. Again, A/B/split testing. This is something you really, really just want to play around with, test it, right? It will help improve your email efforts. You can test the time, the week, the offer, your subject line. You really want to just try different things and record your results, right? Like if you know that Mondays you get the most people to open your emails, then Mondays might be the day you want to send those mass emails. Or if you know Thursday nights or Friday nights people are checking Facebook, right? Then or their messages, try it like that, right? Just try different things, different times, all that, just to see what works and what doesn't, right? Everything's going to be different according to where you're at, right? Your demographics really make a difference. So what key takeaways from today's quick webinar, right? Number 1, our email marketing tool is readily available on EventHawk on our website, right? And you saw it's right there on the left-hand side under email, and it could take less than an hour and you can have a whole month full of emails set up, ready to go. Number 2, Chat GPT is really amazing and it could become your best friend. And I'm not even joking when I say that, because again, like as a former school teacher, I hated Chat GPT, but now I really do love it. And it's really helped me out and helped me be better at my job, honestly. Split testing, right? A/B split testing. You really want to test those things out to see what works and what doesn't. Segment your email list, have those compelling subject lines, and make sure it is optimized for mobile view. With that said, if anyone has any questions, send them in the chat. Come off of mute. which version of that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. This way we can have a conversation. Does anybody have any questions for me? Or is there any questions on Facebook that anybody sees about our email marketing?
I just have a quick question. What is the difference or benefit? I've used neither to date. I need to, but I know, does IO have a similar feature as well? And if it does, is there a benefit to using that or Event Hawk, or it's the same?
Oh, good question. Good question. Inflatable office, right? You're referring to?
Yes.
Yeah. So with Inflatable Office, that's like your quote software, right? So it helps you get your all your quotes. This can help you with that because it's you can integrate like your text quote, be like, hey, check this out, right? And it could be, it could be, a link to an Inflatable Office link. I would say this though is super beneficial only because you are able to fully customize it and you're able to add anything you really would like.
Could we do the same thing with texting?
Yeah, absolutely. So that is a different training. I will absolutely have one, but that's an automation. So you would go to automations. I can actually see if I can show you right quick.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you go to automations right here on the left-hand side. And this is kind of where it would start, right? So you would hit campaigns and same thing, create campaign. And then start it, right? So this would be like if this is actually if automations are for like if a customer texts you or like if you get you tag them, then the automated text can get sent out.
Okay, so I couldn't just send like a marketing text.
Let me check. I think there's a way to like mass text, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay.
But I've written that down. And if I don't get it to it right now, I'm gonna ask the team about it because I know my team is really great and they know.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Let me get into this. Yes,
Yeah,
you can
please.
send a mass. Yes, you can send mass text to your customers. You can customize your automation however you want.
Okay, good to know. Thank you, Zoe. So I was in the right place, right? Automations.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
automation, then you go to workflows and then you click on create a workflow and then start from scratch.
Okay, so yeah, I'll show you how to do that too very quick.
You can also do birthday SMSs to your clients.
Okay, and then workflows right up here, and then create workflow. Oh yeah, look at all these templates. A campaign, start from scratch. Oh, I love it. You know what, Patrick? I'm gonna have to do another training on that because that's like a whole new thing. I love it. I'm gonna write that down.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Awesome. Well, is there any other questions I can help anybody else? Me or the team can help anybody else with? I got Soli and Dennis here. They're two experts in their subject field, so feel free to ask away.
So much value, Brandon. Good job.
Brandon, I don't know if I didn't hear it or maybe you didn't discuss it. How do you check the success rate of the open email? And then also, isn't there a cost to do the SMS and also the email?
I know there's a cost for SMS.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that is through all the A2P like registration text message we sign up with. Dennis, is there a cost for email? I didn't think there was.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
So
no, I
long
didn't
as
think so.
they have internet, like data connection, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, because
I'll be
it
able to
goes
send.
through your email address, right?
True.
You may want to double check that because I was told that it's the same as the SMS, but you may want to double check.
Absolutely. That's right.
That's why I'm bringing it up because I didn't hear you discuss it. So
Cost to email.
yeah.
I'm
And
gonna ask,
so
I have a meeting scheduled for later today on with Tariq. So I'm gonna ask him that directly, be like, hey, is there a charge?
right, because that's the reason why I'm not using it. Well, one of the reasons. But yeah. So what about the open success
Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
Since you brought that subject up. Yep.
Oh, yes. Okay, look, I'll show you. Cool. So here's one of the emails, right? Here's the email campaigns. And then right here, this one was sent, right? So you go to right over here, actions, statistics. And it shows you they sent, 4,500 were sent, right? How many, all that fun stuff right here. So you go to emails, campaigns, and then just scroll down to whichever email campaign you want, actions on the right-hand side, and statistics. And there
Thank
you
you.
go. Click
Yep.
through, right? Yes, sir. I'm
Yep.
glad I was able to help you out with that. I actually knew that answer.
You're doing fine. You're doing
Oh.
fine.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
If you
Great
wasn't
learning
fine, I will
experience
call
for
you
us,
on it. I will.
I do appreciate that. No, I do. I need it.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, if there's no other questions, then I think I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, never mind. Okay, solely we have an answer. I do have an answer. There are email costs, but we cover them unless it's like super excessive, like tens of thousands of emails per month.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good to know.
that's great to know. Yeah, so like unless you're sending like 10,000 plus emails a month, then yeah, we cover it.
Yep. That's what I thought was the case. Yep.
Thank you
but
asking.
I like transparency and I like everyone to be informed at the same time. Yeah.
Absolutely. Same
For
here.
sure.
No, I'm glad you asked because I didn't know, and I'm glad someone on my team knew.
Right.
Hey guys, now that we learned about all of these from Brandon today, how about if we start creating those campaigns and sharing it to the Facebook page at Event Hub? Yep. So we can if you guys can post it, so we can start a thread and comment. It's a learning experience for each and everyone in the party rental business. Yep.
Absolutely. And is there anything else you guys want to learn more about in Event Hawk? Like any features specifically, so I can host another webinar on it?
Yeah, just write them down in the comment section. You guys watching the Facebook Live,
Absolutely.
you got it.
And we will help you out. And Zippy, I want to give you some good news here. We've never had to charge anyone for emails yet. So unless you want to become the first person and send 20,000 plus emails, I think you'll be good.
It will happen to me. That's why I have to know. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen to Zippy. I'm going to tell you. It's all good, man. Hey, thanks for finding out for me, or double checking for me.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's funny. That's good to know. Awesome. Well, are there any comments on Facebook you see, Dennis?
Nope.
All right. Well,
Derek Moore creating triggers links with SMS.
creating trigger links. I think, let me check the Event Hawk. What was that?
Yeah, Soli might also help us with it.
I was about to say, Soli, can you wanna jump in there?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank
We
you.
can make, yeah,
All right, you are
we can do a webinar together for automations.
absolutely. That sounds amazing. I'm writing it down. Trigger links
With SMS. Yep.
with SMS with Soli. Heck yeah. That sounds like another great webinar. Thank you all for so many great ideas. I really appreciate everyone.
Yeah. Hey.
Any other questions you see, Dennis, before we end the meeting for everybody? Let everybody go on with their day.
Nope.
All right. Well,
I'll see you.
again, thank you everybody for joining my first webinar. So you all are special guests of my first webinar. So hopefully this is the worst one and they're all better from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
Got it,
hope.
Brandon.
Up from here, my friend. So you're doing
sir.
well. Keep up the
Yeah.
great work.
For
Thank
sure.
you so much. I really do. All the positive from all the community has been really great. So I'm gonna end on that. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day. And if anyone does have any questions, text us.
Sounds good.
Thanks, Zippy. Thanks,
Bye,
Pepper.
guys. Take care.
Bye.
We see you next time.
Yes,
Bye.
sir.
Thank you.